Alright, hello everyone, it's Team Rocket Draws here with another Pokemon drawing tutorial. And for this video guys, we're going to be drawing Drifblim. So as you guys can see on screen, this is how it ends up looking like. So if you guys want to learn how to draw it, then let's get started. I'm also going to put up a reference right now on screen, that way it's easier for you guys to draw, and at the same time you guys get all your details. Just keep in mind guys that we are going to start off by doing a sketch, and then from there on you guys are going to do your final drawing, so remember to do your lines light. Alright, just like my other tutorials, we're going to start off by doing a circle, and just try to get it as perfect as you can. And this is actually gonna be the size of Drifblim, so from here on, just as big as you want to do Drifblim, this is how big it's gonna end up being. Once we have that, we're gonna split the circle in half both ways. These are just reference lines that are gonna help us do the rest of Drifblim, and once again try to get them right in the middle, going both ways. Alright, so once we have that guys, we're gonna do these reference lines right here. These are gonna be the extensions. I don't know if they're arms or what they are, but we're just gonna go ahead and call them extensions. This one right here and this one is actually gonna be the bottom of Drifblim, since he is at a little bit of an angle. Here's another extension, and here's one more. So this one, the last one, and the second one are actually roughly the same length, and they're a little bit shorter than the actual circle. It's probably like 3/4 of the circle, if that helps. Once we have that guys, we're gonna finish it off by just connecting them to the top right here, the same as this one, and just try to get them all. So this one's a lot smaller guys, it's a lot thinner as well. It's almost half of the size of the first one that we did, so just keep that in mind. And then we could just connect these right here, and then around the middle from the bottom of that and the actual circle, we could do this reference line that's just gonna help us do these right here. And then the inside right there of those, we're gonna do these other triangle shapes. That's actually the other side of the balloon right there. And then around here guys, we're gonna connect it to the middle of the bottom right there, and just try to curve this as it's going up. This is just gonna signify like the stitching. And then we're gonna do it again on this side and the left, and just try to get it like angled correctly, just like the circle, that way it could flow together. And then this one connects to around there. So once we have that guys, it's actually going to make it a lot easier to do the rest. For example, right here, now these curves where the actual balloon changes color, or I guess Drifblim in this case, and just try to curve it, properly. Although the actual curve of these areas are a little bit more to the left, it's not like right in the middle. It's not perfect, but it wouldn't matter if you guys would make it like a perfect curve. Alright, so now we could do these, the shape right here, which are these, rectangle shapes connected to around there. That's just gonna give us the shape of the nose. So then I do a reference line right there guys, just to show you guys where one of the eyes would go. So basically connected to the middle of the circle that we placed, and then we're just gonna do another eye on the other side. Just make sure that the eyes are roughly the same size compared to each other. And then we're gonna do these curved lines right there in the middle of the extensions. And I realized that I forgot to do these on this side. And now I'm looking at it, this one, like I mentioned before, and the second one should be roughly the same size and thickness. Just something to keep in mind. And then this one is a little bit shorter than the first one that it's all the way on the left, but it should be roughly the same thickness. And we're gonna split them in half both ways as well. And once we have that guys, we could actually start by doing the top of Drifblim. I'm just gonna call it its hair. It's actually like a cloud, since it's a balloon and everything. But this area is just a matter of just trying to get the shapes. They're basically like half circles, and then you could just connect them. And I probably did mine a little bit bigger than the reference has it, but I'm okay with that. And then right here it just ends at a point. And I had fun drawing Drifblim guys. It's just one of those Pokemons, to be honest, that I wouldn't really draw just just by me coming out and drawing it. So just doing the tutorial, that's why I really enjoy doing these tutorials, because I get to draw so many Pokemon that normally I wouldn't. And once we have that, guys, we can start erasing some of these reference lines. Right here I'm just using my eraser to erase part of the circle that we did, and just these reference lines that connect. You guys can use the reference as a guide to what lines are supposed to be there, and which ones you guys have to erase, or you guys could just follow my my sketch. And then right here, this is once you erase all those reference lines, guys, this is the time to make any changes. This is where everything's gonna be noticeable. Like if something doesn't look right, this is where you guys are gonna notice it, because you guys got your sketch ready. So this is where, let's say the eyes don't look right, this is where you will change them. And just because you're doing your sketch doesn't mean that it has to be the same as the reference or mine, guys. If you have something on yours that is different but it works on yours, then just go ahead with it. We're just using the reference as a reference. We're not trying to duplicate the actual reference. We're just using it as a guide, so it doesn't have to end up being the same. But from there on, once you have your final sketch and you made your changes necessary, the changes that are necessary, there's different things that you could do. For me, I like erasing the whole sketch, and even though I'm erasing it, guys, I could still see part of it. You guys could probably still see some of it in the actual video, but once I do that, I go back and then I just do my final lines and just try to, like, you know, get the lines a little bit more natural and organic, I guess you would say. And yeah, this is where I would make any changes on my final drawing just to finish it off and complete it. And the reason that I like erasing it is just to have like a cleaner outline. There's different things that you could do. There's a lot of people, there's something that I've done before where I just outline the sketch with a Sharpie or a pen or something, wait for that to dry, and then I just go over it with an eraser just to erase the sketch, and then I'll leave you with, like, you know, your final outline. There's other people that like to transfer into like a nicer paper, that way they don't have their sketch markings on there, but I don't mind that, you know. This is a tutorial, so once I have that, guys, then yeah, so I think we were fairly close. Like I mentioned before, I think I did the hair a little bit bigger, or the cloud, I guess you would say, bigger than the actual reference, but I'm okay with that. The nose, I think I did it a lot smaller than the reference. Now that I'm looking at it, it actually connects to the half circles where the two purples, you know, connect, and mine's a lot higher. So you see, there's so many things that I didn't do exactly, but I'm still happy with the sketch and the drawing in the end. So I did end up coloring it. I used my Copic markers to do so, guys. Then I went over with some color pencils just to add a little bit more shading, a little bit more grading, texture. This is something that I've been trying out and trying to improve on. I'm still learning how to color, so don't judge my coloring, guys. And then at the end, once I had my final colors, I went over with the Sharpie, and I think in the end it came out pretty good, guys. I think I'm happy with it. It came out pretty close. And then I just used the white gel pen to go over like some of the areas, like the highlights. And this is something that I'm experimenting with. I probably did that middle line too much, you know, but I don't know, it still looks pretty good. I'm still learning how to use white gel pens by adding highlights and stuff like that. So don't judge that, guys. Like I said, this is a tutorial, not a coloring tutorial. But yeah, guys, so in the end, it was pretty fun to do them. So let me know in the comment section below how yours ended up coming out. If you guys need any help, you guys could always leave a comment, and I'd be happy to reply when I can. And also, there's other people here that would be happy to do so as well, since we're all community and everything. But yeah, guys, so remember that you guys could always send in your drawings to be featured at the beginning of my videos. There's a link in the description to my email where you guys can send me your drawings, any Pokemon drawings that you guys might have. Doesn't have to be the tutorial or anything like that, and I'll be happy to feature at the beginning of my tutorial. So future tutorials. So yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos, and I guess I'll just catch you guys on the next one. Team Rocket Draws out.